And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for D.A. Jenkins.
Well, Kevin Love.
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, D.A. Thanks. You know what, Smitty, tonight we have two teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Stay within the offense, in other words.
Yep,
right?
Stay within the offense.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Matthews out there with Garland. And it's Osman in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Harrell at the elbow. Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. George double teamed. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Harrell missing. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Osman. He's covered by Leonard. Matthews passes to Garland. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Cleveland shooting their first free throw tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Back to Matthews. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set, and you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Now here's Garland, defended by Beverley and stolen by Harrell. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Beverley with the ball.
Patrick Beverley is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him. Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverley. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
And Smitty with Beverley and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
That shot off the mark, and Cleveland will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
The Cavaliers leading by 4, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
To the inside. And Thompson kicks to Osman. And here is Garland. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Harrell with it, picked up by Thompson. Bounce pass from Beverley. George. And it's George finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
pass to Garland. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Matthews, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And it's George missing to end the cold streak. And another miss by Cleveland.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Stolen by George. Leonard with no one around. And the shot is long.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And here's Matthews for the three. Buries it from three-point range. Matthews has got 9 points. Well, Greg, you might know more about this than me, but the rumor is that Shea will be on the cover of NBA 2K21. I mean, what an honor.
I saw some behind-the-scenes footage of Shea doing some mocap for 2K, and I just can't imagine wearing that wetsuit covered in ping pong balls is comfortable. Great chance for Shea to increase his presence, though. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And here's George for three. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Garland, the pass to Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. The shot by George, wide open. And he hits it to tie the game up. Cavaliers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Matthews scanning the floor to the wing on the left. Poked loose, stolen by Beverly. And now the fast break. George with the ball. They now take the lead.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Well, Smitty, as we know, there's talk of playing more regular season games overseas. Good idea, or is the season hard enough as it is?
I like the balance where it is right now, Kevin. A few games you get a chance to go overseas, during the season or preseason, but just add more travel. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Harry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. To the middle, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Oh, Nance in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Leonard, that's for two. Misses off the left iron.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And it's in there.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's George. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Los Angeles. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man Colin Sexton already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
On the court for Cleveland, the duo inside, Love and Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Matthews. And it's Murray in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Freak in their last outing against the Lakers played an important role. He had 9 points, and he was a thorn in the defensive side all game. He forced their hand and got himself to the line numerous times. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. Can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
Whether he's scoring, facilitating, hitting the glass, his focus is just to provide whatever they need for the win.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by, and he drops that one in. Matthews has got 12 points in the game.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed. He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And Garland has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Here's Love. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Love's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
You know, that's what happens when you don't block out effectively. Kevin Love just outworked everybody.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Harrell with it. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Passes to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Green. From deep 3-point range, the Clippers rebound. Leonard kicks to Shamet. And the pass to Green. Moves back up. No good on that one. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Pass to Garland. Back to Matthews. Shoots over Shamet. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Garland.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Matthews dishes to Garland. Thompson in the post, working on Green. And here's Matthews for the 3. Cleveland the rebound. Count it, good. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Shamet. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Leonard. To end the run. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Bounce pass from Shamet. Here's Leonard, and he's finally able to knock one down. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Now here's Matthews. 9 points last game out. Now Garland. Back to Matthews. Tries again. From outside the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 17 points for Freak.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Passes it to Leonard. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Leonard's got 8 points.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
And that one's good, Shamet.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Outside Matthews. From past the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
The Clippers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he gets the bucket. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And here is Shamet. He has 6. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join.
Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways.
I'll be right back.
To score.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
And that one's good. Love.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Garland kicks to Osman. Now the pass to Garland. Outside Matthews. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Landry Shamet. Then for the Cavaliers, Porter's checked in for Love. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Garland. Clippers trail by 15. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Osman with the rebound. Matthews against George. Here's the 3. And Matthews gets it to go. Matthews has got 23.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
George, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 18. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
They grab their own miss, and he makes that one. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Down low. Here's Leonard, and he makes the 8-footer. Leonard's got 15.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Matthews. Thompson looking for an opening. Out of bounds, the Clippers.
Fuck. Dude, that one dude was pissed me off earlier.
Take possession. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd.
No, he was like... He was sitting there going, oh yeah, like... Sitting there talking a whole bunch of shit to me. I'm like, dude, like,
From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter.
Thanks very much.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Clippers trail by 13. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Green is out there with Harrell. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Over his career, JaMychal Green has steadily worked on the perimeter jump shot. You have to respect his range from the outside.
Thompson outside. Back to Matthews. Kicks it to Garland. It's Matthews on the wing. And there's the feed to Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011. Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
He doesn't get the second one. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Out of town in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those 2 have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Leonard, that's for 2, and the lead is down inside single digits. Leonard's got 17 now.
Kevin, I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight. Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
You guys are not allowed to go outside.
Beverly looking around. The 3 from George. It's not going to go for him. And Cleveland the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their number 1 option right now.
Accessories for my guy in my career, so I have like 5,000 today.
Shoots the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And it's sent back by George. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's good.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Beverly finds Leonard. Floats it up there for Harrell. Stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Matthews passes to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Matthews. Lets it go. And the jumper falls for him. Matthews has got 9 points now in the quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And the Clippers call time here. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Bounce pass from Beverly.
6 people only need at least.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Free throw good, Paul George.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Matthews. The shot that time, not on target. Empty that time from Leonard. In the corner, George with it. And it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 20.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Here's Love, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Thompson.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Kevin Love was an all-around superstar in high school, in college, and for the Timberwolves, but willing to take a step back and play a specific role to win a championship.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Los Angeles. A switch here also for Cleveland. Murray's checked in for Jetty Osman.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
The NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Garland kicks to Matthews. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Did we know that's your alma mater? Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive
but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
Aggressive defense, too aggressive. Thompson goes up strong and draws the foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. And so Thompson nails both of them. George with the ball. He's got 20. Makes it off the glass. George has got 22 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Matthews finds Thompson. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. Baseline J on the way. Leonard no luck. Cleveland leading by 6. It's Matthews on the wing. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Matthews has got 35 in the game.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Good work there as it goes. 25 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's Garland. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That's a good look by Kevin Love. The decision-making with the ball in his hands makes him different than other fours.
Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Harkless is checked in for Jamaica.
As like a person that's like me.
Here's George. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Matthews out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Nance in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Matthews kicks to Nance. Love outside. Pass to Osman. Here's Nance, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Nance. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. 9-point game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Off the dribble, Beverly is dangerous. Can turn the corner or rise up and shoot over you.
Outside Matthews. The pass to Nance. Back to Matthews. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Matthews.
I love how hard he's playing, really since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely, and Harrell slams it in.
Boy, he is continuing to evolve. Harrell reading that situation perfectly, making himself an asset as a scorer.
They double him with George. Pass to Osman. Back to Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Matthews dishes to Nance. Pass to Matthews. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Matthews. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now. And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
From deep three-point range, connects from three-point range. Matthews has got 40 points.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
And the Clippers call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around and see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Now here's Beverly, defended by Dellavedova. Here's George. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Cleveland moving it around. Offensive rebound. Outside Matthews. Inside. Love the pass to Matthews. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And great job.
Wait, can I just send it to the game as now?
By Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Passes it to George. And the layup falls. George has got 31.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
And there's the pass to Matthews of right side. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Now here's Beverly, defended by Dellavedova. Now here's Beverly. The putback. But he gets it back to the inside. That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dellavedova kicks to Matthews. To the middle. He's looking for Love and finds him. Man's trying to break loose. No good. Great D that time from Leonard.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Pass to Nance. They'll double him with Harrell. Here's Dellavedova. He's defended by Harrell. To the paint, here's Matthews. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5 assists tonight. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Beverly. Pass to George.
That's very funny.
Good D by Matthews.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Dellavedova, the pass to Matthews. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Back to Beverly. The three from George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And stolen by Harrell. Now here's Beverly. Defended by Dellavedova. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach gets to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
It's Matthews on the wing. Passes it to Love. Dellavedova kicks to Osman. Shot clock at 6. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. And that one, good. And now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Garland, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Garland dishes to Matthews. They double him with George. Garland, the pass to Nance. Over Harrell. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Harrell up top. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc. Matthews has got 45 points.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Shoots from 14, and it's Leonard missing. The Cavaliers leading by 5. To the inside. Matthews, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's the pass to Harrell. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by George. For Cleveland, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. Matthews. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eating up anybody they've thrown at him.
He was like ex-military.
Now Beverly. Inside. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
No, there's a guy that was like in the front of the store. He was
Here's Osman. Love outside.
It
It goes straight through with the swish. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Rising to the challenge. That's a big bucket by Kevin Love.
It's Harrell, top of the key. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Cleveland leading by 3.
Saying that he has coronavirus and that he has to make it to Conway.
Matthews against George. And stolen by Harrell. Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Garland. Back to Matthews. Paul George with the steal. All alone, and George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Matthews passes to Thompson.
Guy, he was trying to steal a DeWalt combo kit, and so I was sitting up at commercial sales, and I was like, sir, hey, I could take you over here. You know, Josh Pierce is right there, and so is JD. And the guy was like, oh no, go ahead. Well, Jimmy from Kelpro came up, and he's like, oh, how you doing? You know, he's sitting there talking to me. I had my eyes on the guy that entire time. And Jimmy was like, what? I'm like, dude, he's trying to take the tool. He's like, I got you. I was like, that's why I'm like staring at him, like pretty much. So like, so Jimmy ends up leaving, and the guy comes up and, you know, pays for the tool. He tries to he puts the barcode up to the glass. I'm like, no, I actually have to like scan it so I can deactivate it. So then I scanned it, but then like I put it behind the desk. And he was like, aren't you going to deactivate it? I'm like, no, I have to wait until you pay for it. He's like, all right. So he puts the debit card in, it declines. he was like, hey man, the debit card's declined. And the guy was like, oh, well, he's like, here, can I try it again? So then he tries it again.
Back to Matthews. Over George. The Clippers grab the miss. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Beverly for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Matthews up top, defended by George. 9 feet out. Matthews no good. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. And that one's good. Beverly. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 assists. Pass to Osman. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. 13 feet away. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from George. It's George on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Garland, the pass to Matthews. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Takes it from 10, George. Harrell dishes to George. Stolen by Thompson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 1. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 5th foul. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Beverly for the 3. Off target from downtown. And that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
George looking over the floor.
Oh,
that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a